Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you're planning to move to the UK or are already here and thinking about your future, then this video is essential viewing. The UK's immigration landscape is undergoing some of the most significant changes we've seen in years. Today, we are breaking down the 5 most important UK visa, immigration, and indefinite leave to remain rules that you absolutely must know in July 2025. These changes could impact your plans, so let's get straight into it. First up, and this is a big one, the government has significantly increased the minimum skill level required for the skilled worker visa. Previously, you could be sponsored for a job at a skill level equivalent to A levels, which is RQF level 3. However, as of July 22, 2025, this has been raised to RQF level 6, which is graduate level. This is a major shift back to how things were before 2020. What does this mean for you? It means that around 180 occupations have been removed from the list of eligible jobs for new skilled worker visa applicants. Roles in various administrative positions, technicians, and certain managerial roles in retail and hospitality are no longer eligible for sponsorship for new applicants. There are some transitional arrangements. If you already hold a skilled worker visa for a role below RQF level 6, you can still extend your visa, change jobs within that skill level, and even apply for supplementary employment. Also, if your Certificate of Sponsorship, COS, was issued before July 22, 2025, your application will be assessed under the old rules. But for anyone new to the system, the job you're applying for will need to be at a graduate level. The second crucial update is the increase in salary thresholds for several visa routes. To reflect the latest UK wage data, the government has bumped up the minimum salaries required for sponsorship. For the main skilled worker visa, the general minimum salary threshold has risen from £38,700 to a new minimum of £41,700 per year. And it's not just the general threshold. Other categories have also seen a hike. The Global Business Mobility route now requires a minimum salary of £52,500, up from £48,500. If you're a new entrant to the labor market, the threshold has increased from £30,960 to £33,400. Even those with PhDs have new, higher salary requirements. These changes came into effect on July 22, 2025. So, if you're an employer or a potential applicant, you need to factor these new, higher salary levels into your plans. Our third point is a critical change affecting the health and social care sector. In a move to tackle what the government has described as widespread abuse and exploitation, a major route for overseas workers has been closed. From July 22, 2025, employers can no longer sponsor new care workers and senior care workers from overseas. Sponsorship for these roles is now restricted to applicants who are already in the UK. There are specific conditions for those applying from within the UK. To be eligible, you must have been legally working for a sponsor in a relevant care role for at least 3 months before the Certificate of Sponsorship is issued. This is a significant policy shift aimed at encouraging the recruitment of domestic workers in the care sector. Fourth on our list is a change to how the UK addresses labor shortages. The previous Immigration Salary List, or ISL, is being phased out. In its place, the government has introduced an interim temporary shortage list, or TSL. This new list will include some of the medium-skilled occupations at RQF levels 3 to 5 that were removed from the main skilled worker route. However, there's a very important catch. If you are sponsored for a job on this temporary shortage list, you will not be able to bring dependents, like a partner or children, with you to the UK. This is an interim measure, and the list is expected to be in place until the end of 2026. The government has made it clear that sectors using this list must also have a strategy in place to train UK workers, or they risk losing access to this immigration route. Finally, let's talk about Indefinite Leave to Remain, or ILR, which is the path to permanent settlement in the UK. A government white paper published in May 2025 has proposed a very significant change, increasing the standard qualifying period for ILR from 5 years to 10 years for most visa routes. This means that for many people on work visas, the journey to settling permanently in the UK could double in length. It's important to stress that as of July 2025, this is still a proposal and has not yet been made law. The proposal does suggest some exemptions. For example, It's not expected to affect those on family visas, such as spouses of British citizens who should still be able to apply for settlement after 5 years. The plan also mentions a potential earned settlement system, where individuals might be able to qualify sooner than 10 years based on certain contributions, though the details of this are still undecided. While not a concrete rule yet, this is a clear indication of the government's direction, and it's something anyone with long-term plans in the UK must be aware of. So there you have it, 5 critical updates to the UK's immigration rules for July 2025. We've seen a move towards higher-skilled, higher-paid roles, a major clampdown on the social care route, and a potential doubling of the time it takes to gain permanent settlement. Navigating these changes can be complex, so it's more important than ever to stay informed. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our future updates. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below, and we'll do our best to point you in the right direction. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.